Forrest Saunders standing out in front of the state capitol, and for another year, there are Florida lawmakers that are trying to get rid of Florida's no-fault auto insurance system. They say that over time, it's going to be more fair and potentially save consumers money, but its opponents say just the opposite. Year after year,
we actually had to switch auto insurance because it was getting close to $300.
Florida drivers have told us a constant complaint.
I immediately called my insurance agent, and they said everybody's insurance went up this year.
Rising auto insurance premiums, a problem from coast to coast.
My car insurance had exploded from $1,300 for 6 months all the way up to $2,000.
Well, for another year, some state lawmakers think they might be able to help. Once again, they're trying to get rid of the state's no-fault auto insurance system. It currently requires drivers carry only minimal property and personal injury protection of $10,000 apiece. But it drastically limits lawsuit claims when someone is at fault. Drivers can be left with minimal benefits after a nasty crash, not to mention PIP abuse and fraud, which some insurers think is raising everyone's premiums.
So right now, clearly insurance is a buzzword here in the Capitol. Everywhere you go, someone's talking about it.
Rep. Danny Alvarez has filed this, HB 1181. It eliminates the no-fault PIP system, requiring drivers instead to carry at least $25,000 in bodily injury coverage and $10,000 in property liability. Over time, says Alvarez, it might help Florida become like most other states, using a fault-based system and bringing down costs.
I don't want to be responsible for someone's rates going up when inflation is bad, and I want you to know that we are very sensitive to that. That might be one of the driving forces. But overall, we believe, like other states, it will bring the rates down when you get the major source of fraud out of the system.
Opponents include Florida's governor, who in 2021 vetoed a similar PIP repeal, saying this in his veto letter. While the PIP system has flaws and Florida law regarding bad faith is deficient, SB 54 does not adequately address the current issues facing Florida drivers and may have unintended consequences.
Well, we're excited.
Earlier this month, DeSantis' resolve hadn't softened.
I don't see how you can say it's going to be cheaper to have more robust coverage mandated on people. And so that's the concern of me. I don't want to do things that are going to raise rates.
In the past, the governor's rejection is almost guaranteed a bill's death sentence. But lawmakers this year have already bucked him a few times, so never say never. Alvarez, meanwhile,
there may be a wait-and-see attitude. I'm pushing to let's at least have the conversation, so who knows where we end up.
Now, both the House and Senate versions of this bill have yet to move. They've both been assigned different committees, but you got to get a hearing in order to get any kind of traction in Tallahassee. And we are running out of time. I know it's crazy to think about, but we're getting closer and closer to the midway point of Florida's 60-day session. That's the latest out here at the state capitol. I'm Forrest Saunders reporting.